stage is set. The lights begin to glow. Get ready, my friends. It's time for the show. We're streaming live across the Twitch TV land, talking about ashes of creation. We have it all planned. Verra's calling. Through the divine portal we'll soar. Together we'll conquer like never before. Welcome to the inner shadows, where legends are made. A Twitch TV stream where we never fade, as the night embraces and the excitement grows. Join us on this journey as the story unfolds.
Hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the Hidden Dagger Inn, guys. Happy Saturday. I hope everything is going well for you. We're just doing another lazy stream today. Possibly have some action later tonight, so we'll see how long we can go today. As long as I don't talk too much and lose my voice early. I'm just going to do some gathering. There's some thoughts that I have today that I want to talk to you and we'll kind of be talking about the whole stream. And I really want to get your thoughts on it because I'm getting ready to make a video soon about an idea that I have. And I just want to get everyone's thoughts on the current state of fast travel or lack thereof. And do you have any suggestions? Do you like the current system? What are your thoughts? Is there a way you can improve it? What do you think about the family summoning system that's going to be coming in eventually? What kind of a cooldown do you think that should have? So let's sit down and discuss fast travel or the lack of fast travel. Because I got to tell you, I can understand it takes a long time to get somewhere. In the world is not even close to being complete. Hello, Pockets. How are you doing, good sir? Welcome back. Oh, you got to mow the lard. Oh, thank you for the lurk, bud. Glad you're doing well. So, yeah, that's kind of where my thoughts are today, and I have an idea, but I'll share it later with you when we get some more people in here, as we just started the stream. But let me know your thoughts on fast travel if you're just getting in here, and what you think. Hey, Az, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm on early a little bit. Well, kind of. Uh-oh. Wow, quick ad break already. All right, let me go ahead and put this up. For those ads to get over before they continue, but hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Doggone these skeletons. There we go. Dispatch him. Yeah, so I'd like to know what everyone's thinking about the state of travel in the game. You see Alpha 2 is looking more and more nice bit by bit. Each time I look at it, no, it really is. It really is, as it's I feel like it's getting better and better, and these quality of life improvements that we got just recently with the latest patch have made my life a lot easier. I know they've made a lot of people's life easier. So they're making strides, you know, and if you look at the biomes, we can't access these yet, but they added what, six more or 3 more? Let's see. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, here's Shorefoot. So they added this one, Dunehold. They added Vexhelm, Kaltorham, Durgam, and then Valagadam. So that's really cool. And then we got another harbor up there, the Western Anvils Harbor. So yeah, I mean they're doing work. I like how they're going about and they're kind of showing us the layout of the land. They're adding the nodes, and then shortly after they let us in there and they populate the nodes. They kind of take it step by step. I like how they do that. Very excited looking into. Oh yeah. I saw Zyback had a video. I think it was Zyback. Zyback or no, it was Nice. Yes, Zyback did have a video, but it wasn't about that. Nice was going back over and talking about the node superpowers, which we've all known about for some time, but we haven't really discussed in a long time. But it was good to talk about those again because those are an exciting aspect of the game, without a doubt. I think that I think I'm going to be more inclined to go to the economic node because I do plan to own a freehold because I got to have my tavern, of course. And with the economic node, I'm going to be able to go ahead. They have the auction house, which is they're going to be their superpower. But being part of the economic node, you can get, I think, some kind of certificate, and you can place a stall anywhere around the world. And you can't do that otherwise if you're a stall owner. You have to have it, I think, in the city or whatnot. So that's a benefit of being in the economic node, which I'm very excited for. Because I would very much like to put a stall right next to a dungeon and give good buffs and stuff like that, potions and cooking food, stuff like that. So yeah, very much. So what do you think about fast travel? Do you like the Steven's vision with fast travel? You know how right now if you're all the way in, I don't know, say Sea Hook, and it takes you, I don't know how long it takes to get even on a Scorpion Mount all the way to the desert, but it takes a good bit. It takes a good bit. I understand why he doesn't want fast travel, because the whole idea is to be able to have to move resources and have some kind of risk and reward doing that, and that makes sense. I'm cool with that. But there is some things that I'd like to see a little different. I would like to see... Ooh, it looks shiny. I would like to see... He's mentioned stables a few times, right? And we all know that I think that they're going to have stables at the... Oh my goodness, these mushrooms. These guys are just... He mentioned stables. I could see, and I don't know if many people remember, but Dark Age of Camelot, which I always reference, had a stable, and you could buy a ticket. It's kind of similar to WoW and their Griffin system, but yet it was on ground. So say we could purchase a ticket that would take us from node to node, whatever node that we wanted to go to. So it would kind of be an AFK safe ride, but the catch is that you wouldn't be allowed to use it. So say you just wanted to get to the tropics to the desert, you could hop on the stable, pay a ticket, but you wouldn't be able to have anything in your inventory. That would prevent you from carrying stuff from one side to the other, which is not intentional. So I think that would be a good workaround. It would give players a chance to get up and go get a bite to eat, us degenerates. Go ahead and go to the bathroom, take a shower, because, we all kind of stinky when we're sweating it out. So, yeah, what do you think about something like that, Az? You're not against fast travel in any way, shape, or form, but it should stay limited, otherwise people will really never move thought. I agree. I agree. New World was too much because there was no limits on it. You could just, it would cost you some essence or whatever that was. But we bounced around just too much on that. But yeah, that's kind of my idea. And I'm getting ready to make a video on it. And I want to kind of want to get your guys' thoughts. If you guys would agree with something like that, do you think that'd be kind of cool, where you could just pay a ticket on the stable and go for a ride and just kind of go AFK and make yourself something to eat, or go to the bathroom, or do whatever you have to do. Do those honeydews that we've been putting off, you know, because the ride, I wouldn't want the ride to take any more time than it really takes to get there by mount, by a quick mount. It would just be something where you don't have to sit there and manually pay attention and weave through the mountains and get lost on the map and stuff like that. Ooh. Willow. Willow, Willow, Willow. Oh, no. No. Oh, man. I was just about to flag up on him, too. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, but let me know your guys' thoughts if you just got in and you heard the conversation about what your thoughts are on fast travel. Do you like the system currently? What would you like to see added? And what do you think about family summoning that's going to be coming in eventually? We all know that families eventually are going to be in the game. They're going to be 8 members of the family, and if you were to get married, they will be 9 members. So should family summon obviously have a timer on it? Some of us are thinking, I think maybe 24 hours would be a sufficient timer. So you could summon your family once every 24 hours. I think any less than that might be a lot of room for abuse. But let me know your guys' thoughts, and I'll just shut up for a while and just gather, and you guys let me know if you got something to talk about, or if you want to, you know, chime in on my topic tonight. Welcome to the stream, all the new people. Glad to have you in. Glad you're taking a peek. And I hope you enjoy your time here. If you have any questions, please, I really like the community to cater to newer players and of course older players. But newer players who are just checking out the game might have some questions that maybe they haven't asked or are too shy to ask. And, you know, you can get I'll try to give you a no BS assessment of what I think. This one time per day, being able to use something like a Hearthstone to return to your own home or apartment sounds okay. Maybe a 24-hour cooldown. For family summoning, the same. So you wouldn't mind if there was a few different fast travel avenues. Then it sounds like so. I could see maybe like a freehold or something like that having a perk where you could teleport back to. I don't know if we want to give too many, but 1 or 2 options that you could use. Yeah, maybe once a day or something like that. I think that would be fair. Players would really have to plan out their day, and you know, and if they used it, they'd be SOL, and then they'd have a lot of running to do. So that would make sense. I'd be okay with that. I just think that there should be some form, but again, I stick hard to my premise that you should not be allowed to have anything in your inventory, because that's how we end up abusing things if we get stuff in our inventory. So if you're going to fast travel somewhere, you're going to go to your home, you're going to have to do it, you know, without your inventory. Unlike when it was earlier in the alpha where we could just go kill ourselves in the water and we'd end up across the map and we'd still have our inventory with us. That wasn't great. Yeah. Yeah. They have to be limited. You know, you can't have loot with them, or else it's gonna ruin the whole caravan premise and everything else. I'm really looking. You know what else I'm really looking forward to, and they haven't really said anything about it in chat that I've seen, but I'm very excited about fishing, sport fishing coming into the game. So when we get a few more boats and we get sport fishing on the water, I mean, if you get to see under the water right now, you have a great field of vision, and really looking forward to fishing on the open sea. Right now, fishing is kind of an afterthought, and I don't want it to be. I think it's going to be one of the staples of the game down the road. I really think so. Anybody who played Arcade probably just loves fishing. I don't know if Lineage 2 had fishing. I don't think it did. But yeah. Uh-oh. What do I got? Do I want to keep this? Let's see. Nah, I'll let that go. I'll go back and sell. I didn't realize I was full. I need bigger bags. That's one of the things I'm working on, but I need some more willow wood. But yeah, that's kind of one of the thoughts that I had in my mind right now was fast travel, because it does take quite a long time to get from one side to the other, and we still got other parts of the map to go. We got another zone that I'm not sure the name of that's going to be coming up above to the northeast of the Riverlands, and there's a lot more area to the north of the Anvils. So we have some more areas to go through. I also have another topic I want to talk about, but we'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. We'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, if you guys got any questions or comments or whatever, you want to chime in and tell me my hair is looking beautiful today or whatever, you know, yeah, hit me up. I'm going to try not to get too excited today and lose my voice like I always do. So, you get me talking, I love to talk, so. You can see I have quite a bit of stuff here in my my inventory. I had to buy another bag slot here because I got so much garbage. See, but I'm kind of saving this stuff because I think it's gonna be useful down the road. What's everyone else up to today? You guys doing some leveling? You guys doing some grinding, like in a dungeon for gear? What are you guys up to? What's on your mind? I'm supposed to go to Forge later. One of my guildies wants to go to Forge. He's trying to get the nurse gloves, so we'll probably do that because they'll need a tank, and I'll be happy to help. I'm also saving up for a caravel here. I have a caravel on loot, but I'm trying to save up for a caravel on... Yeah, I'm almost there. Just a little bit of gold away. And then I need to put together a caravan. But I'm not going to be streaming that, because I don't want to get stream ganked. That would be pretty ballsy of me if I was doing that. I have my puppy on my lap here, just chilling. You guys can't see her, but I told my wife to just get whatever for dinner tonight, so she's probably going to order out, so I'll have a nice surprise. Maybe some Chinese tonight. I've never got legendary coal yet. I'm still waiting for that one beautiful moment where I get legendary coal. That would be nice. I think that's worth quite a bit of money. Nope. It's all been pillaged. All pillaged. Nothing left. Man, they chopped down every tree. The deforestation up here. Goodness. I will be so happy to get our journeyman axe. I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's going up in Jova. I don't know for sure, but man, I'll be really happy to get that axe. Oh, look, we got the mushroom parade. Oh my goodness. Here they all come. And look, they all take a beeline right for my mount. They ignore that and they go right for my mount. Die, mushrooms, die. Half the times I need to put a shield on my mount just to protect them. Definitely a cluster of Luminon, I'll say. So how's life in Germany right now, Az? What time is it there? There's a sink that just popped up. Coal. I don't like to gather too many of those tier 1 mats anymore. They don't sell for anything. It's like 40 copper or something like that, so it's really bad. It's not worth taking up the inventory space for it. These tier 3 items, on the other hand, sell for a good bit, so they're really nice. My mount alone, Grims. Go away. Why you gotta pick out my mount? What's he doing to you? What's he doing to you? Well, you guys are quiet today. No one's got any questions. Everyone just must be chilling like me. Anything underwater here? Yeah. I do like the water looks great. The water looks great. The currents look great. Tropic water looks fabulous. I think a lot of people are really not understanding yet how big of a role the ocean is going to play. How popular the sea is going to be. You know, because that's where all the heavy risk reward stuff is going to be, because it's all going to have to flag for it. Going to be quite the time out there, and I'm kind of wondering how fishing is going to go too. As I said before, I was really looking forward to fishing, but you know, if they're taking it away from arc-age fishing, if that's the direction they want to go, it's going to be kind of interesting, because they already are not going that way as far as caravans, as far as the trade system. So you have to build your caravan, and you can lose your caravan. You couldn't lose your boat in Arcade. It would just get destroyed, and you could have it repaired and back within about 5 minutes. So I wonder how fishermen are going to feel if they have to build an entire new fishing boat every time. That could have a pretty serious impact on people wanting to go fishing. Because if somebody hops on your boat and steals your fish, in Arcade, they needed to destroy your boat to get the fish. A lot of times, well, they didn't have to, But if they had a thing called owner's mark, but that only lasted for a few minutes. But let's face it, if people get your boat and they can destroy it, they're going to destroy it. So how would you feel if you're fishing and you put together a nice new boat, similar to putting together a nice new caravan, and on your first venture out, you get jumped and then now you've lost your fishing boat? Do you think that's too harsh? And I don't know if that's Steven's vision yet, but if it's anything like caravans, it's kind of similar. Let me know how you would handle that. Panning for willows here, looking for willows. Willows are my first priority. I can't wait to chop these braidwoods down. So if you're coming in late, we're discussing fast travel or lack thereof. Have an idea about fast travel, how it could be a little bit more easier on the player. Steven has mentioned blimps before, and they did have blimps. Of course, they had blimps in WoW, and they had blimps in Arcage for a few different areas for kind of going long distances across continents and stuff like that. So I could see that as another viable option. But I just believe that there needs to be some kind of AFK way of getting far. Now in Arcade, you obviously you could carry mats on you, materials, but again, I don't think you should be able to carry any materials with you during any fast travel, whether it be family summoning, a stable ticket idea, or recall to your freehold idea, any of that. I don't think you should be allowed to bring anything, because that would lead to abuse. So in that respect, I fully support Steven's vision. Looks like we got an ad break coming up in 5 minutes. I'll try to shut up during that time. Ooh, willow, shiny. Come on, baby. You know, it's funny, these ad breaks, they tell me when they're coming, and then I can only snooze it, and I can only snooze it for like 3 times, and it only snoozes it for a few minutes. So it's gonna hit you one way or another. There's just nothing I can do about it. So I apologize for him. But you know, Bezos has got to make his money. Just if my YouTube subscribers are saying anything to me, I can see it there. I believe I should be able to see people from Kick talking there as well. So if you're watching on Kick, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. We just started streaming to Kick recently, so giving them a shot too. Right now we're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. I didn't do TikTok today. Well, if you guys have anything on your mind, or you just want to say hi, you know, feel free. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on things. We're talking about fast travel today, so if you're just coming in, let me know your thoughts on fast travel, and would you like to see some different forms of some kind of fast travel? Kind of like an AFK fast travel, because we know that they're not going to have true fast travel other than at the metropolis of the academic/scientific node. That will, but geez, that's certainly not right away when the game comes in. And that'll probably, you know, I don't know if I think being in the scientific node might be a good place to be, because who's going to want to attack the scientific node and take away somebody's fast travel? That's going to be a heavily protected node, I think. You're going to see at least In my mind, you're going to see at least 2 academic nodes, which are formerly scientific nodes. You're going to see 2 of them. Oh, let's see. Did they change the name? Is it still scientific node? Or did they go back to that? Let's see. Divine, martial, which is military. Military. Yeah, it's back to scientific. They dropped the academic, I guess. Okay, so we'll just call it scientific again. Yeah, so I don't know if... I mean... I don't know if you're going to want to attack the scientific nodes, because you got to figure there's going to be 2 of them. There's probably going to be 1 on each continent. My stream is so much better. Join me or I keep harassing. Okay, yeah, that's nice. That's the first harassment I've had from Kick before. Interesting. Yeah, guys, go join him. Hey, Bosun, how you doing? Oh, great. Thank you, bud. Yes, clearly his stream is so much better. He's trying to get people to go to his stream. So he's lonely, so maybe you should help him out. At least I know that people from Kick can actually talk on here, and I can see it, so I guess that's good. Wow, I got 43 of the word. No, I got like a lot of words, so that's a lot. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm getting there, Bose, on the Willow. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. I haven't found a ton, but there's been a lot of people farming it out here today. The weekdays are certainly better for that. Look at that, 43 silver. A silver for each one. That's some bank right there. I got enough for my caravel now. I'm just going to keep farming, though. Lix wants to go to the forge. Hopefully we can get a group together for the forge. Posen, you had some thoughts on the fast travel earlier, didn't you? When we were talking about that? What do you think? Do you think there should be any more forms of fast travel? No rush, you got it in the bank? Awesome, awesome. Well, I can, actually, no, I can't log my alt in right now. I have to keep the other account off because I'm streaming. My computer doesn't like it when I run Ashes and stream at the same time on that computer. Pretty much blows it up. Ooh, Rubidium. I break for Rubidium. Yeah, you know what? I'll let him have those. I like Obsidian Empire. I'll grab this one over here. Oh, some other dude took it. So much for being nice. Heroic, there we go. Damn those mushrooms. It looks like the ad break is over now. Darn those ads. Ah! Scorpion jumping is so funny. I thought, man, this area is just cleared out. Yeah, so if you're just popping in the channel, we're just talking about ideas for, you know, some form of fast travel, not including loot. We don't want loot to come in. Anything else you want to talk about, too? That's just kind of the topic I was hoping to discuss today. But if you guys have something else you want to talk about, you want to talk about archetypes or the state of the game or whatever, you just let me know. I am here for you. You like the idea of being able to move from one continent to the other with some limited fast travel from scientific node to scientific node, but only yes, at 4 hour cooldown. I don't know. I think even with that's a tough one. If it's a scientific node superpower, now question for you on that: would the vassals get of the scientific node be able to get that as well, or only the citizens of the scientific node? That's a question for you. Because I think if you give all of its vassals, I don't know, man, that might be pretty powerful every 4 hours. I think I might have to go with a longer time limit than that. I mean, I get that it's a superpower. It shouldn't be something you can use too much. I think it should be something you have to plan really well. Also, do you think that you should be able to get a teleport like to your home, to your freehold, maybe once a day? Your stream bad, my stream so much better. Oh wow, these kick people are really benefiting, aren't they? Yes, guys, go to their great streams, please. I feel like they're 12 years old. 12-year-olds coming in here. My stream's so good, you're so bad. Next thing you know, they're gonna come in here and go, oh, I'm so horny, come to my stream. Wait for him to go log to another account so he can come in here and tell us how great he is in another account. Kind of sad that my first experience with kick chatters is those guys. Let's see. Oh no, it's not night. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be daytime soon. Woohoo! Cowboys, and that's like a book. Let's see. When people get home from work and want to roll their dungeon peeps, they don't want to waste. No, I get. Yeah, I get it. They don't want to waste 90 minutes. So, you know, obviously they've been at work in your first statement there. So then, you know, if it's their first time logging in for the day, then if they had a 24-hour cooldown, they'd be able to go ahead and do that. Meet up somewhere. So they could certainly meet there, and then they could just port back the next, on the way home the next day or whatever. I don't know. That's something that would need some testing. The times would need some testing. Yeah, 24 hours, I think, on a freehold. So, I mean, there should be some extra perk that you get for having a freehold, right? Because it is a major accomplishment. So one more fast travel from that would be, I think, acceptable. Kick is proving to be a very friendly platform so far. So glad I went over there. That's an easy fix, though. But I'm doing it because hopefully there are some good Kick people over there that are looking to learn about Ashes of Creation. I can put up with the spam. That doesn't bother me. Grip. Daytime! Woo! Now I gotta find all the willows that nobody could see. What are you doing? You guys can, the people who are on Twitch can't see the chat from the multi-stream, so they're trying to go ahead and get views, but they don't realize that they can't the Twitch viewers can't see this stuff. Only I can. Really not doing them any good. Let's get rid of this. No, let's get rid of this one. Time to sell. Hey Oracle, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you can see their chat or whatever on the Twitch screen. That's funny because when I click over to Twitch chat, oh, okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, that's fine. They can spam all they want. I need people to chat anyway. I'll take anything I can get. If they want to chat, put that crap. That's fine. Kick is just a test platform anyway to see if I want to integrate it. So far, if that's what I'll be getting on it, I'll just turn it off. I don't care enough to ban them. What do you think about fast travel, Oracle? Do you think that they should add some kind of limited fast travel in? I don't know if you caught any of the stream earlier today. Kind of the topic of the day on what you think about that. I think that there is room for some kind of like a griffin route or a stable on a horse or something like that, or a blimp, as long as you don't have anything in your inventory. I believe there is room for something like that, but that's just me. Kind of trying to get everyone else's point of view and see what they think. Kick has a nice built-in picture-in-picture function. Yeah, I mean, I heard that Kick is getting better. I don't think it's as regulated as Twitch, that's for sure. I haven't really explored it a lot, to be honest. On paper, you like was already planned. So you're okay. So you're okay for hopping on your mount, whatever, going from all the way from the tropics all the way to the other end of the desert, taking 40, 50 minutes or something, having to constantly look at your map, maneuver through mountains and stuff like that. For me, that gets old. It gets old. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, because they want the world to feel big. I would just like some other alternatives. So I understand that I still have to give up the time commitment to get there. But what I'm suggesting is I think that they should put in, which Stevens mentioned before, but he never really elaborated, is some kind of stable. And where you could, in Dark Age of Camelot, you could go to the stables, you could buy a ticket. And in that case, it would take you to keeps or castles. So you could ride to those areas. In this case, it would just take you to nodes. So, you wouldn't be able to have any inventory on you. And, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want, thank you for the first time chat sale. I wouldn't necessarily want griffins. We don't need all that. But I think something like where you can AFK and be safe and not have to always open the map and stuff like that would be a good way to go. That way people could step away, those tryhards or whoever is playing all day long could step away and get a bite to eat, take a shower, do some other stuff while they're on their 30-minute trip, whatever. So it wouldn't be any faster, and you wouldn't be able to carry any inventory on it. It would just be kind of an AFK way to get somewhere, if that makes sense. Willow! Give me epic. Legendary. Give me legendary. Big money, no Emmys. Big money, no Emmys. Here we go. What do we got? Although the Griffins were pretty awesome, but I mean, yeah, Griffins were pretty cool. But I don't necessarily think that they need to steal that. I think with all the mounts and stuff that they have, and that just hopping on a horse or something like that and going on a predetermined path would be just fine. Would you guys be against something like that? Do you think that would somehow inhibit the game or take away from the fast travel aspect if you were able to just hop on a mountain, go from the desert or whatever all the way to the tropics and just kind of be AFK until you get there? No, you certainly need to take the time to collect the resources, but you don't need to take the time to just sit there and waste time traveling. I don't think, let's face it, in today's age, I don't think anybody, in today's busy world, anybody has time to waste time. And even my suggestion, you're still wasting time, but at least you can do something productive in real life while you're wasting that time, instead of having to sit there and, hit your map all the time and make sure you're going in the right direction. I don't know. That's just something that I was thinking about. And this is, how you got to think about how long it's going to take to travel to one side of the map to the other. Again, the time wouldn't be changed. The time would be the same. On the speed of an average mount or something like that. Besides immersion, what I liked about no fast travel and Ashes is that in the future, the PvP systems like Wars and Final will lock to some regions. Yeah, you know, it's important that there's no fast travel because of the wars. Because of, you know, maybe like a raid boss. Oh, your English is fine. Don't worry about it. I'm married to a Filipina. It's all good. I'm used to broken English and stuff like that. Wars and stuff like that. Maybe say Firebrand is up or something like that. Firebrand spawned, and people are all rushing to it. So yeah, you definitely don't want to have too many forms of that. And the way I'm suggesting, it doesn't offer you to get there quicker. It just offers you a way to do it instead of having to always hit the map and look around. You know, like especially like when you're coming from here, you got to zoom in. You got to go over here, make sure you know where the road is. Hit the marker, zigzag through here. You got to pay attention to the whole thing, and it, you know, it's a little mundane. If you can see my point. I just think that they could make it a little bit less tedious. That's all. I don't care about the time commitment or anything like that. That's fine. Understandable. What do we got down here? A lot of stuff. Oh my good. You know, we're going to hit one of these. Or try. I'll probably drown. You know, mining in the water is very, it's not very easy at all. I think they intend to have the current. I don't know if they intend it to be that hard to mine. Because you can mine it, like I do a lot of mining in the sea. And some of the areas have currents, some of them don't. I just think it's a little bit too hard in some areas. Some of you just can't get it all. You could also play Rogue and hook yourself. Yeah, oh no. I have a level 25 Rogue, and I love being able to grapple over the mountains, absolutely. That's certainly one way you could do it, yeah. No, Rogue definitely has an advantage with that, without a doubt. It takes a little while because you gotta wait for the cooldowns and stuff like that. Be nice on a master, grandmaster level mount. Well, I mean, it just levels the. I don't know. I don't want to say levels the playing field because, you know, like mayors and castle owners, they get the mount, so they don't care. Yeah, I have a water mount. I have the shoal skipper. You know, they're able to fly over the mountains and stuff like that. Well, so the average Joe Schmo is not going to be able to do that. Like me, I'm the average Joe Schmo. So. But, you know, I do believe they said that they're going to have gliding mounts. So I don't know if they're going to put in something like gliders from Arcade, which would be super cool. Because that way you could jump on top of a mountain and then glide a long distance. And that would be a lot of fun. Do I believe... I believe it will be. I don't know if you follow me on YouTube, Sale, but I did put up a video recently about server meshing, and I do think that they're going to get that implemented before Phase 3. From their latest stream, it sounds like that it's working in internal testing, and it sounds like from what I saw from him speaking, the developer, it just sounds like they're real close. The key fact that he said it's working was what really stood out to me. We have this, we're testing it internally with thousands and thousands of bots. It's working. So that was really encouraging to hear. Now they just sound like they're just kind of, you know, putting the proper weights in and stuff like that. And I believe it will be out before Phase 3. It's a big system. But I'm really encouraged the way things are going right now. The fact that we had over 8,000 people and mostly in the Riverlands at the fresh start was really encouraging. So they're doing a lot of things right. And I can fully see that if they do get dynamic gridding working, dynamic meshing, that they will be able to have a server, I believe, and I might be off my rocker, but I believe they can have a server that has 30 to 50,000 people on it. I don't think that's a far cry at all, and that would really feel like a vibrant world if they had that many players on it. Because let's be honest, if there was 8,000 people just in the Riverlands area, right? While it felt really crowded and stuff like that, imagine we're only at 1/4 of the size of the world now. So imagine that number, 8,000 or 10,000, which was kind of their limit for per server before they, got the dynamic meshing working. Imagine that spread across 2 continents. It might feel, I won't even say it might feel, it will feel dead. It won't feel big enough. So, wait, is there a Willow Insider? I think there is. No? So yeah, I really think that they do need to make the population bigger. Now, they did say that they're shooting for, their current target was 8 to 10,000 with 50,000 account registered on that server. So server meshing could be, absolutely it could be huge. I don't know how old you are, Sale, but I'm, obviously you can tell by my hair, I'm a much older gamer. I've played games all my life, and no game has ever lived up to the PvP propaganda that they said that they're going to have these huge scale battles and stuff like that. It was, we all just, had to deal with the lag, and it was worse for some than others, and it never became what it could be. If they can get server dynamic meshing to work properly, that could change. I don't know. I think people are just not understanding how big of a deal that it could be to have a game where you could play it pretty much lag-free in large-scale battles. That is just enormous. And I'll even say that before they even had the server meshing in, their Alpha 1 castle battles, now granted those were instants, but those castle battles were hella fun, and they weren't that laggy. And that was, we had a good 200 people versus those, 200 each on each side. So they're making good progress, I think, on the things that they're doing. I have faith in them. I might be wrong, but I have faith in them. Until they do something to prove me wrong, and I'm not gonna, or to make me doubt, which they haven't, I'm not gonna get carried away because some of the timeline stuff isn't, they weren't able to complete some of this stuff. Look, we don't want them to rush it, right? We want them to get it right. If they need more time to let it cook, then take more time. No, some nodes won't have citizens. You're right. There's going to be 85 nodes, and only not all of those are going to be up to village, because others are going to get locked out at stages 2 and 1 and so on, and some probably won't be developed at all. But either way, there's going to be a lot of nodes. So going to be a lot of nodes. Right now, we currently only have 26 nodes. And 5 of them we can't even get to. The new 5, which they added right here, up top. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right. Yeah, they probably will be. Depending on what they are. Yeah, they probably will be. And I still believe that you're still going to see 2 scientific nodes, probably 1 on each continent. I think the divine node might be the one that's target. I put a video about this a long time ago. I believe that the divine nodes are going to be like the redheaded stepchild of the nodes, because you're not going to want to get rid of the scientific nodes, because those are your fast travel nodes. And those are going to be heavily defended and heavily fought after. The military nodes are inherently going to be tougher to siege. So I don't know if that would be your first target. Then you have the economic nodes. Those nodes are important to people because of the auction house. It's a place where people can go, and that also will be heavily defended most likely by players. The divine node, however, is a node that, to my eyes, has the catacombs, which is more of a PvE type of node. And I believe that being, one, a PvE type of node and not inherently having a bunch of PvP players go to it like a military node will be, because that's where your bounty hunters are going to hang out, I believe won't be as hard to take out. And it'll be a non-essential place to take out and just wipe them out altogether. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a divine metropolis. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no divine metropolises. But if there somehow manages to be one, then it's the first one to be taken out. We'll see if I'm right. And the beautiful thing is, if there are multiple servers, it'll be different on every server, depending on what people want. One of my big things is with the 4 starting areas that we're going to have. Looks like we're going to have 2 on each continent. So with the 4 starting areas that we have, it's going to be very interesting, because I believe the towns like the Winsteads right now are usually like one of the first ones to level up, or a Jova or something like that. The ones where the players, because they're new, they haven't migrated out yet, and there's a lot of experience going to those areas. The starting area nodes are going to be the first ones to hit Metropolis. I don't think I necessarily want to rest my, put all my faith in those, because I also think as the server gets older and develops, that a lot of people will move away from those nodes, going in some place that might fit them better. I think that's a very strong possibility. I'm pretty sure there's only going to be 4, but I'd have to double check. Pretty sure there's only going to be four divine portals. But I'd have to go back and double check. There will be Care Bear servers. Yeah, of course there'll be. Well, again, if they go to more of a mega server or something like that, Bozen, will there be a mega Care Bear server? I don't know. I mean, how many mega servers you can have? Here's a question for you guys. How many players do you guys think? Oh, we got ads? Okay, I'll wait to discuss this. Okay, good. Here's a question for you guys. How many players do you think Ashes of Creation has at launch? And how many players do you think, subscribers, do you think Ashes of Creation needs to stay successful? I think they will have over 1 million at launch, especially since there's no box cost. And I think that eventually we're going to see players taper off. We always do. But I think we'll see a minimum 100,000 concurrent players subscribing. What do you guys think about that? And do you think that that's enough for Ashes to survive? I mean, $1 million or 100,000 people times $15 a month is still a pretty nice lump sum. Oh yeah, I agree. 1 million at launch for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any way that it comes in. Everyone's gonna try, the brand new game. I totally see. And ooh, is that a willow? I can't tell. It looks like a willow. I think it's a willow. Yeah. No. I got bamboozled. Do you think 100,000 subscribers is enough for them to last? By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I'm going to be streaming a lot more, so hit that follow button if you haven't already, so you know when I'm coming on. Definitely trying to stream a lot more. Now that I feel like I got the YouTube where I want, I'm trying to put a lot more effort, not only in YouTube, but also into the Twitch. Alright, I'll take the Lumina. You take that. Yeah, I mean, 100,000 people would be still quite a bit of people. I think Steven, I mean, that would be a more than successful MMO. I mean, what is... Mortal Online 2 has like 800 players on it right now. Albion Online, I think Lix was saying earlier, had 9,000 people on it right now. New World, I don't think has anywhere close. Maybe they have like 16,000. So I think that would be very successful. Having a growing number for once and really make it. Yeah, I agree. You know, I do think that Ashes is going to revolutionize the game. A lot of the stuff he's doing, he's really kind of thinking outside the box, and honestly, that's what the MMO world needs right now. We need some people that think outside the box, and I also have to say that I want them to think outside the box when it comes to the RMT and exploit situation as well. Because if they're going to take that seriously, they need to start doing what other companies haven't. Because other companies have failed us. And they've turned the games that people claim that are no RMT into RMT. Now, I'm probably going to be I signed up for Chronos Odyssey to try that out. I'm going to probably try that out, maybe even stream it I think it's next week or the week after, something like that. So don't freak out when you see him on Chrono Odyssey. No, I'm not leaving for Chrono Odyssey. I'm just checking it out from a content creator point of view. Probably make a video about it. But one of the things I absolutely do not trust about Chronos Odyssey, and even though it's more of a PvE game, which is fine, Cacao is notorious for pay to win. So when they say that there's not going to be any pay to win, I don't believe them at all. There might not be any pay to win at the start, but I guarantee it's going to creep in somewhere. When their numbers start to dip, they're going to put it in. And because they have no shame. And we've seen this time and time again with them. So nothing would shock me with them. So I would say with Cacao and Chronos Odyssey, if you truly believe they're going to do that, buyer beware. But it does look like a good game. I mean, it's a Korean MMO. I mean, they always look good. They're usually well put together. But they also have a lot of problems with bots and RMT and stuff like that. Same thing that's plagued MMOs for years. We need someone like Steven to start thinking outside the box and doing stuff like hardware bans and IP bans, even essentially. Maybe even requiring an ID. I mean, if you're in a channel right now and you're telling me that you wouldn't give, if they asked you for an ID for an account creation, if you're not willing to give some form of an ID that they request, then that kind of makes me think that you're getting ready to cheat. So, you know, I have no problem with giving them an ID. Not like they don't have your ID anyway, because they're because of the fact that they have your credit card information most likely. So, kind of like, well, what's the difference? As long as they protect it. It's also Unreal 5.0. Yeah. Unreal, yeah, Unreal is helping out a lot, and I do believe that that's some of the reason that we've seen a little bit slower progress, because they've had to keep updating it, which is slowing them down. But I believe that the updates that they're putting in, at least from what I could tell from reading between the lines from that developer, was some of the stuff that they're putting in is kind of essential to keep improving that dynamic server meshing. So it's kind of a win-win when it's in, but right now it's slowing them down a little bit. So I get it. Regarding pay to win, I believe Intrepid. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I watched Kakao destroy Arcade, and I didn't play BDO, so I can't say that they destroyed them. I was told earlier that they did, that BDO was more pay to convenience. I don't know if that's absolutely true, because I've heard some conflicting reports, but I'm just going off of hearsay on that one. But yeah, I absolutely believe Ashes, and I think that, I don't know, it's going to be hard to get the sellers of the money, but if they catch you as a buyer, oh man, they're, I don't know, if it takes 250 hours or more to level your character up to level 50, and there's something you really want to buy, and you go ahead and buy it, man, and you risk losing your account, oh man, is it worth it? All that time that you put in, gear farming and stuff like that, one mistake to buy money for maybe a freehold or something like that, don't do it. You know, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. What my plans are at launch are to go and save up money as quick as I can and buy an apartment or a static house that they have, because they will have static homes, in the village, and of one of the starting areas that are leveling up very fast, because I believe the ones like Oracle said earlier, the ones near the starting areas are going to level up the Metropolis first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy an apartment or a home or something really quick, as quick as I can, and then I'm going to wait for that to level up, because probably in a month or so, that's probably, I'm going to bet that that's probably going to be your best opportunity to actually bet, you know, place a bet on what actually hits Metropolis and what doesn't. And you probably have the best percentage with that. And I'm going to wait till it hits Metropolis, and then I'm going to sell that property. And I'm going to use that property to buy a freehold, or that money to buy a freehold. Because you got to remember, the apartments and the static housing and every kind of housing that they have gets bigger as the node gets bigger. So it's going to be very valuable. Yeah, my stream is better. If your stream is better, then why are you here? Go away. Nobody likes you. You smell funny. Go talk to your stream if it's so good. Go away. I got no time to ban you. You're just annoying. May 1,000 camels crap on your lawn. How about that? Blue pole I'm getting some willow here, Bose. Look at this. I've got I've got 60 regular willow now, and almost 40 uncommon, and 25 epic, believe it or not. Yeah, getting there. Yeah, 120 for 3 bags. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I hope the wife gets something good for dinner tonight. So would you guys be opposed to that idea that I had earlier about if Stevens came out and said, because he has mentioned stables, if he came out and said, hey guys, we're going to use the stables and you can buy a ticket, and it's going to be kind of like WoW, where you can hop on and go for a ride. Really? Fuck you, fucker. That's right. Suck it. Suck it. You got beat by an old man, bitch. Yeah, baby, give me all your shit. Ha ha! How you like that, boys? Let me go sell your stuff. Hey, Morbid, how you doing? You catch that fight? That was intense. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Old man wins. 1 point for Boomer. Woohoo! Somebody clip that. Thank you, thank you. Can't kill me. Go ahead. Try to kill me. Go ahead. Nah. I'm gonna go sell your stuff real quick, and then I'll be right back. Ha ha! Am I mount that? No, I didn't come mount. That's good. Man, that was fun. I'm still learning how to PvP on this tank, guys. That was intense. I wonder how my face looked on that. I was probably all dialed in. Now let's go ahead and get more practice. Let's go back out there and get more practice with this guy. I totally forgot what I was talking about earlier, guys. That guy just, you know, really, yeah. Took whatever thoughts I had out. Trying to ruin my farming. He was turning off its flag, so I'm not going to bother unless he attacks again. Ooh, I'll take the spider, though. You were talking about how good looking I was? No, I'm pretty sure that wasn't what I was talking about. I might be old and I might have some timers, but that ain't it. This guy's really going to do it again. All right. Oh, good Lord. Get out of here. Oh, you tripped. You're tripped. Uh-oh. 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 dick. How is he not taking any damage? Stop that. What? What the heck? Oh, you like that ground? Wait, ground pounds suck. Oh no, he bait me. Oh. What do you do, buff up or something? He's already used his... He already used his stuff, so... His blood fusion, I'm sure. Oh no, he's gonna get me! Maybe. Oh man, he's kicking my butt this time. Ah, he got me. But I got nothing on me. You're lost. I should have killed a scorpion. Alright. Alright, here we go. That was a good fight. Man, what did I do wrong there, guys? What did I do different there? I didn't have my bow out. I should have dodged more or something like that. You know what? I gotta pay attention when he's using his blood fusion and get away. Because if he can't do damage to me, he can't heal up. That is driving me nuts. I gotta stop that. Oh, he's using it. That's his blood fusion. How did he heal up? He's used a pot or something? What the hell? My damn thing just went off again. Done by next week. Ah! I'm out of mana. Holy, how did he get so much? Is he using pots? I don't have any pots on me. I got nothing. How did that miss so bad? I'm out of mana. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for me, guys. It was looking good. It's not looking good anymore. Ah! That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Damn it! I'm 1 and 2. I want more. Is he? Are you guys watching his health? I know he has the blood fusion, but is he using pots or something too? Because I don't think I. You know what? Hang on a second. I think he's using some kind of pot or something like that. I don't have anything on me right now. I'm not buffed at all. No food buffs or nothing. Let's see. I'm going to keep an eye on his hot bar. Get out of here. Get back here, you. Get out of here. Gotta make sure he doesn't get that blood fusion off on me. Yeah, boy! Yeah, baby! Ooh, yeah! Yeah, go Peon! Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? They are doing some CC3 me during my preserve. Oh. Are you guys enjoying? Are you enjoying this this PvP here? It's fun. You're saying that the Berserk is not blocking the CC. We're done for now. That was fun though. I thought I did okay overall. All right, back to whatever I was talking about. I tell you what, PvP gets me fired up in this game, guys. Do you guys enjoy? Oh, I know Bozen. I know you don't. I really enjoy a good PvP battle. Is a lot of fun. It really gets the juices flowing. It brings out the competitor in me for sure. So whatever I was talking about, I apologize. That that was just good times. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. See, I still got a little bit of something. The old man's got. I'm not completely dead yet. Ooh, is that a willow up there? Might be. Let's take a look. It was tough because oh look, wow, back to back. It was tough because my other character on here is a 25 rogue. So coming from a rogue to a tank, yeah, that's a little bit different for sure. I have got to take that button off there. That is driving me nuts. What is that called? It's like it gives your location and all that stuff. Oh my goodness! Because I have one of those 12 button mice or whatever. So I got buttons that I'm hitting all over the side on the side of my mouse. So I keep hitting something and it's popping something up, driving me nuts. I'm actually going to go down here and look for some willow real quick, and then I have to go to the bathroom. So I will get this Luminon first, and then I'll pee, because obviously the minerals are more important. Did the rogue kill a fighter? I don't know. I think so. You would think that the fighter would be a good struggle, but I actually didn't. I don't think I got in any fights with my rogue against a fighter. I think fighters are pretty good. Some people would disagree, but I think fighters are pretty good. They can put up a fight. And that guy's in purple, so I know they know how to PvP. So I'm pretty happy that I broke even with him. Do you have a heroic Weeping Willow board? I'm sure I do. I don't have one on me. I could make one on loot. I'm pretty sure I got another heroic that I could make a board out of, though. Yeah, I should be able to do that for you, bud. I'm almost positive I have more heroic Weeping Willow there. I haven't gotten any this time, but we'll hook you up, brother. We'll hook you up. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you enjoyed that PvP that we had there. Hopefully we get a little bit more of it at some point here. There is rumors, and I'm not going to say more than that Peon might be doing some fighting later tonight. So, I don't know if I'll still be streaming then. Probably not when it happens, but who knows? If I do come back on, you might want to check it out if you like watching PvP. That's all I can say. Sell this stuff real quick. If you guys haven't been farming out in Halsey, man, you're missing out, because if you can do mining journeyman, and if you can do at least apprentice and soon to be journeyman woodcutting, and also herbalism, you can make out like a bandit. It has everything, and it's so much easier to see than like Jova or Nuela, stuff like that. The trees are so much more dense there. You back in a few hours taking an old man. Oh, good, good. That sounds good, brother. I'll see you a little bit later tonight, okay? Thanks for popping in the stream. I appreciate it as always. Oh, let's put that there. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I am going to go into the washroom, and I'll be right back. Alright, back to doing whatever we were doing. Grabbed the water, went to the bathroom, grabbed some Filipino peanuts. My wife makes some mean Filipino peanuts. Homemade. So anybody got any questions in chat that you guys want to ask tonight? Well, feel free. If you want to talk about the fast travel things that we were talking about earlier, if you have any ideas to, you know, add a little bit of fast travel, or at least AFK travel. I guess we should call it AFK travel, because that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. Like a blimp or a griffin or a horse or something like that. Would you be okay with that? You know, how many hours do you think family summoning should have before you're allowed to resummon your family members? What else? free holds get like, you know, a free 24-hour Hearthstone back to it. Stuff like that. We're just kind of shooting the shit, putting out some ideas. What do you think about the fishing system coming in? Are you excited about the fishing boats coming in? Are you a fisherman? Are you going to do a pescarade like we used to have in Arcade? I personally love, I love to fish in-game. I don't love to fish in real life. Unfortunately, they frown on me bringing dynamite and shotguns to fish, because that's what I need to catch anything, because usually the fish just sit there and laugh at me. I am probably the world's worst fisherman. I have very little patience when it comes to fishing. I don't know why, but I just do. I never would have found Nemo, that's for sure. Yeah, how much money do I got? I'm up to 28 gold now, so I am going to get a caravel later. Definitely going to be doing some of that stuff. I got 20 gold in Glint, in Bright Glint, that I have saved up, that I haven't cashed in. I got to do some caravans to make some money. So if you see Peon riding on this big old caravan, you know, don't hit attacker. Make sure you hit defender. Unless you're trying to troll me. I've already lost 1 million health caravan on loot. 1 million health. That thing was a beast, and it took a long time for them to take it down. But they got it, and I didn't alt F4, and where they couldn't get it, they were able to kill it. And now I'm really glad that they fixed that. You can no longer alt F4 or crash the game. Your caravan will stay in the game now, and if any damage happens within 10 minutes, it resets that timer. So yeah, your caravan's toast if they're attacking it. It's always good to, you know, if there's a ranger. I have a ranger out there, and his name is like, I don't know, speed buff for 10 silver or something like that. You know, if you can get a ranger to put a buff on you, you should do it, because they can not only increase the speed of the caravan by 10%, they can put the thorns on your caravan too, so people attacking it will take some bleeding damage. So that would help a little bit. Because it is kind of annoying if you're taking bleeding damage from hitting it. See if we can get a few more willow here. I need some more willow. Somebody's been swiping this willow up pretty quickly, that's for sure. I don't necessarily like what they've done with the changes to the gathering, as far as they've put a lot of it around the node core, and I don't like that. You know, it really takes away the exploration of the world. I think that they're trying something. They're trying something new. So we'll see how it works out, what their data shows. I'm not a fan of it. I think we should have to explore more. Right now, everything just, we know it's going to pop up. We just need to catch it at the right time. Finally, all those kick people stopped coming in, thank goodness. They probably moved on to harass somebody else now. Yeah, I'm going to, you're taking the old man to dinner. I'm going to my father's tomorrow for Father's Day. Lunch, I guess. Lunch, brunch. Whatever you want to call it. What's everyone else up to tonight? My wife told me that I'm still going to have to order dinner because she doesn't know how to order. she's very shy on the phone, so I guess I'm going to have to take care of dinner. So, but I got a few minutes. So. I like to stream at least 2 hours. I think there's a chance I might come back on later tonight. We got some stuff going on, so take a peek for me tonight. I think we might have some PvP action tonight. Can't say for sure. Can't say what it is, but I think it could be fun to watch. Hey, bud, how you doing? What are you doing for Father's Day tomorrow, Pockets? Anything special? Yeah, oh boy. That's not good. Forget it was Father's Day. Yeah, don't forget the old man. My dad just visited here just a few I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. He came a little bit over 2 hours ago. Got to spend a little time with him. He's talking to my wife about the garden outside and about the extent of your celebrations. Well, unfortunately, I feel like this might. I hate to say this, and I'm normally try to stay very positive, but I'm also a realist, and this might very well be my father's last Father's Day. So, yeah, we just celebrated his 80th birthday. As you know, as I've said on the stream before, he's fighting stage 4 prostate cancer, and he's on hormone therapy to keep him going. So, it'll work until it doesn't. Yeah. My dad. Oh, how old are you, Pockets? You must be a lot younger than me then. My grandparents have been dead a long time. You must be in your 30s. You missed some PvP, brother. I was going at it. Had me and this guy from Purple were fighting a level 25 fighter. We were having some good PvP matches. 41? Okay. Yeah, I think we had about 4 different fights. It was fun. I think I split with them. I think. I know I won at least 2. I think 2. I think you won 2. I love PvP. I really like trying to learn my class better, and I think that's what a lot of people really need to do if they enjoy PvP. They need to find the archetype they like, but you need to. Each battle is different. Yeah, I'm right outside the node right now. Why you want to fight? You're not a cleric, are you? I'm looking forward to seeing how good the tank is if he gets it turns into like the paladin with the cleric augment. I really hope they get those in soon, to be honest with you. Really kind of hoping for those already. Oh, you are a cleric. Yeah, figures. Cleric takes way too much focus for me on a day-to-day. Yes. Can I help you? Well, you're interrupting my stream, so at least say hi. Say hi to everybody. Okay, what do you want? You're looking for food. I have no food.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're looking for food. I know you're looking for food. I'll get you food soon.
I'm looking for food.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, clerics take concentration all day long, and the tank takes concentration, but not at the level the cleric does. But the cleric in PvP is going to be a real pain in the butt. The only one that can really pretty much destroy a cleric, and rightfully so, is a rogue, because they need a hard counter. Although they did make it a little bit easier on the cleric, because I was told by Zyback that they put a stealth nerf in and they reduced the amount of mana drain by about 50%. So you'll last a little bit longer. You're very offensive cleric. Oh wow. Maybe you're gonna do some augments with like a mage or something like that. A cleric summoner would be pretty cool. Isn't that a necromancer, a cleric summoner? I think so. Boy, I don't have any willow this round. I haven't done dick on this gathering thing. But I would agree with you on what you said, Pockets. I'm not sure what their thoughts were by putting all the clusters and the gatherables like right around the node cork. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It was very odd. They're obviously testing something. But I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think that there should be a little bit more exploration in the world, or else, like, I haven't traveled anywhere other than back and forth through the nodes now because there's no reason to. It's all right around the cork. So I really don't know what they were trying to get out of this time. Very strange. You prefer 5v5s and offensive pressure with good base healing and super strong and unexpected. Going cleric ranger, interesting. Interesting. I will say this, that I have made now almost 30 gold from just hanging out here doing gatherables. 30 gold, which is pretty good, considering yesterday I literally had 6 silver. Oh, you did a stream this morning? Oh, nice. I don't know if you caught my topic earlier. What I was talking about, Pockets, was we were talking about fast travel and the lack thereof, and how you would feel about kind of like an AFK fast travel, like a Griffin or a Stables where you could hop on a horse and go to a different node, but you wouldn't be able to bring any loot on any of them. Your bags would have to be empty. What would you think about something like that? So if you needed to go to the desert and you could just kind of hop on that thing and go for a ride and you wouldn't have to worry about it. You'll get there on whatever timetable they have. But you can go AFK and take a shower or get something to eat. You were mowing your yard? Oh, you didn't miss... Oh, okay. Good, good. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, I don't know if it would be like hopping on that might be too slow, a caravan. But they had carriages in Arcade. They had like carriages where you could hop on and go that way. They also had blimps, which weren't super fast. I could definitely see something like that. But again, you'd have to add in the caveat where they couldn't carry anything on them, or else that would completely defeat the purpose of caravanning and muling stuff across the world. So they would have to be cognizant of that. You don't think they'll do... Aww! Who stole the willow? This is painful, seeing a willow disappear right in front of my eyes. Unacceptable. But why do you say that they won't do that? What makes you say that? Because I believe right now it's a... Look, I get what they're doing, but even right now, from the tropics to the desert is a long, arduous task. And it's just, if you have to do it too much, especially the way nodes are laid out in buildings, you know, you got to go here to process that, you got to go there to process that, and it's never very functional. Having a mechanic like that, I think, would be better in the long run. When people are tired and they just, you know, maybe they get home, but they know they need to go to the desert, but they got other stuff to do. Instead of opening your map, see, you know, zooming in, where's the road, they could just hop on something. It would take the same amount of time. It wouldn't necessarily be any faster, maybe even somewhat slower, but it would get you there safely, and yeah, it'd just be an alternative. Stay on this side right now and just try to farm this stuff. Yeah, who knows? Well, you know, it was a few streams ago where Steven did mention stables a few times. And I always refer back to Dark Age of Camelot, because Dark Age of Camelot used stables. And they used horse tickets, where you could buy a horse ticket and go from keep to keep. Well, in this case, it'd be node to node. So you would buy a ticket to go to the Winstead node from Jova, or something like that. So I don't know, it just makes sense. It makes sense if it's not manipulating the game in any way. Is it really hurting anybody to give you know, an AFK timer or an AFK way of doing it? He seemed to like the idea of having blimps, so I could see it happening. I'm gonna be making a video on it soon, and maybe we'll see what people's reaction is to it. It's kind of more speculative, but I gotta see if I can find that clip that he posted when he was talking about stables. That'll take me some digging. It's more best viewers. Yes. Your viewers are great. Bye. Streaming to Kick is just like my third or fourth time, maybe third time streaming to Kick, and so far all I've had from it are these guys, people coming in here saying your stream sucks, my stream's great, go here, and these guys trying to sell me viewers. So Kick has not exactly been very beneficial thus far. Not super impressed. So I might be dropping that from the multi-stream soon. Free up some bandwidth for other ones. Yeah, have you tried it? Are you on Kick as well? What are your thoughts? You know, I know Asmongold was going over there, so I said, all right, well, I'll try it. You know, if he likes it enough to go over there, then maybe I'll try it. But you know, he's of course got a large following. I have not been super impressed with it so far. Your goal? What was your goal? So I know, what was your goal for streaming? Never intended to. I thought about trying to stream on X. Because, oh, I didn't even know you could stream on X. Okay, I use X, but I don't use it very much. I think I only have like 350 followers or something like that. I don't post on there too much. I'll post my videos occasionally there, but not all that often. Oh, after A2 gets streamed. Are you looking forward to the content creator program? I hope that they roll it out at some point. They said they're getting close. I guess we'll see. Who knows if I'll even be considered? I don't know. But oh, okay, real love subscribe. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just click it on me. Cyanide is clicking on me. Are you looking at fighting me, Cyanide? Hey, O'Doyle, what's up, brother? I don't know. I don't know, O'Doyle. They claim there's going to be, it's going to be a really robust content creator program, and we have yet to see any of the details yet. A lot of us I know are very anxiously awaiting it. But in the meantime, like next week, I think Chronos Odyssey is coming out, and just to kind of broaden my horizons a little bit, I'm gonna try Chronos Odyssey and maybe make a video on it and maybe even stream it a little bit. And of course, I don't plan to do it long term or anything, but I'm gonna check it out because I want to broaden my horizons a little bit. And I know the Ashes developers are going to be trying it out, and they'd be crazy not to. Honestly, you never know. You always want to check out new games to see if there's something that they have some idea that they can implement here. I mean, that's what MMOs are about, is stealing good ideas. Oh yeah, I applied to it a long time ago. I haven't seen any details about what they have. What are these details that you speak of? I mean, have you gotten an email about it? I haven't gotten any email about it. Is that on their... Because I tried to click the link to double check that my email was correct, and the link appears to be down now. So I don't think you can apply anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I really think I think it'll help. It will definitely help, I believe, for people who are, especially if they have giveaways and stuff like that. It'll help get viewers in here. So I do believe it's helpful. It's just, it's taken much longer for them to get it running than I thought that they would. I thought it would have been up by the beginning of Alpha 2. Hey, Nerd King. Oh, yeah? Adam, is that the guy doing it? Okay. I have not met Adam. I don't even know if I'm on their radar. I mean, I pretty much, I do YouTube. I am getting into streaming more. I'm trying to. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, there's just not a ton of viewers for Ashes. The ones that are here, Dusty has taken over, is pretty much the mainstream Twitch person, so he's done a really great job. But other than that, I'm sure there's some others that I'm missing. But other than that, there just doesn't seem to be a ton of viewers right now for Ashes. Pretty low. O'Doyle. O'Doyle rules. Good to see you here, O'Dale. Good to see you. You came as I'm getting ready to get off though soon. Bad timing awards for you. Apparently I have to get dinner. My wife doesn't want to call anywhere, so I gotta do it. You've grown even now? Yeah, how many followers you have on Twitch now? I think I'm only at 780 right now. I would like to break the damn 1,000 mark, but, you know, I'll get there. Nice, yeah. And that's what it is. You know, I think yesterday I had like my high was 19. You know, before I had stopped streaming Ashes and took a break and focused on YouTube, I think I was getting around 20 to 30, sometimes more. Um, so you just got to stay consistent. People need to know that they can count on you and come back. So, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Is I'm just trying to be consistent, show up here, you know, at least 4 times a week. So I got to prove myself all over again. I gotta be here for them. Dusty does really long hours, and somebody told me that Dusty does this for a career. I don't know if that's true or not, because I haven't talked to Dusty personally. That would make sense if he does. Just like Suspect Gear from... Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, I'm stuck with Ashes. Yeah, he's full-time streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I still work. I am off for the summer, but I still work, and I don't... That probably won't change within the next few years. Yeah, yeah. We were putting in... I was putting in a decent amount of hours, but it was during a time like before Alpha 2 was even out and stuff like that. While there was people that were watching, there wasn't that many people, and they were all kind of bouncing back and forth between me, Nice Gaming, no one else, Jamie Chaos, Jay Oddity, all those people they were just the same crowd is just bouncing back and forth. I really like to cater to the new viewers, to the people who are checking Ashes out for the first time and have questions about it. That's who I like to have. I don't want to have a toxic community or anything like that. I'm not about that. I want a good community, one that's helpful, and that's really about it. That's, you know, I'm a glass half full kind of person most of the time, and that's just who I am. I can't do 10 to 12 hour streams. That's too much. I talk so damn much, I lose my voice. You can always see me drinking water and stuff like that. So I have to give myself a breather. It's not sitting in a chair that bothers me. That's easy. You had a 2-hour conversation with one of your night creators last year. Has to be. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I can go on forever. And that's the thing. If chat is here and talking to me, I can go much longer. But when chat's quiet, and when I just first came back to streaming again, it was quiet. I was getting like, you know, 4 viewers, 5 viewers, stuff like that. And it's a lot harder when you're sitting here not talking to anybody. You know, it's much more difficult. But when there's people talking, if you get me in a conversation, I can go on for a long time. It just depends on you guys, the chatters, you know, how active and what kind of topics we're talking about. You guys want my takes, I'll give you my takes. I'll give you any thought you want on the game. And I'll try to give you the most honest review that I can. I will admit that I am sometimes a little copium filled. Ooh, what do we have here? We have a level 14. I'm going to be nice here and let him know in the future he shouldn't spawn it here. Bye, Simon. I told him, you know, to go to... If you're spawning a caravan, he should have a border around where he can take the caravan, and he should be able to spawn it much farther out. You should never spawn your caravan right in front of town where everybody can see it. I mean, anybody who's looking to rob a caravan, he's, he could be very much in trouble. Now, granted, it's only a 267 health caravan, which is the very basic caravan. So there's nothing special about that one. He's only level 14, so he might even be doing the quest. So keep that in mind. So Chrono Odyssey, yeah, it's got like a 2-day playtest, O'Doyle, coming up in next week. I think you can request access. I think a lot of people are going to try it. It's not going to kill me to miss a weekend of Ashes of Creation. I want to see, what the game's about. It looks more PvE. I'm not so impressed with the PvP aspect of it. Looks like some flagging mechanics in certain areas and stuff like that. Doesn't really impress me. And I'm not impressed with Cacao, the people who are making the game. They don't exactly have a great history with pay to win. So I'm kind of going in it with one eye closed. Like, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how it is. I want to, get a different perspective on another MMO, another up-and-coming MMO, and see where it's at. Because right now, it looks like it might be out quicker than Ashes, to be honest with you. In all honesty, no one should attack 267s. Yeah, I mean, really, it's not worth it. They have maybe a few uncommon, crates in there, one uncommon or something like that. It's like, 50 or 60 silver. Now, I guess if you took it all the way to like Dijin or something like that, maybe it'd be worth 2 gold or something like that. Who knows? But in the end, it's not going to be worth the trouble to attack it. I'll only attack them if it's somebody that I don't like. Then all bets are off. But I like most people. O'Doyle, you missed me in PvP earlier, brother. You're going to have to go back over the stream later tonight and watch me in PvP. I was fighting a purple guy. I fought him like 4 times. Yeah. You would have been proud of me, brother. I won twice. Level 25 fighter I was going against. I was representing. Uh-oh. My son is back. He's looking for food?
No.
You look like you're looking for food. That's my hint, guys. He keeps coming into the room, so his tummy is on a timer. And, Daddy's got to feed him. So I guess I will take my leave here. Everybody, again, as always, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Let's hold on real quick and let's see if there's anybody else streaming Ashes right now that maybe we can send a raid over to. And I don't know if there is or not. Let's see. Who is this? Orsini. We got Jarek. Anybody else that there's other people streaming Ashes. Let's give this new he's Russian. Let's give this guy I don't think there's any English speakers on right now that are doing Ashes. Oh wait, no, here's one. Dark Chocolates. Oh, he's an old Ashes or arcade streamer. We'll go ahead and give him a raid. So here we go, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in, and if you like the stream, go ahead and throw that follow on me, and I might be back later tonight. Check tonight, because I think we might have a little bit of PvP going on. But that's all I'm going to give you. So here's the raid, guys. Please give them a warm welcome to whoever you're going to Dark Chocolates. And I will talk to everybody, maybe later tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. God bless, and take care.